Hey everybody, Jet Rushing here, field staffer for Arky Lures and pro staffer for Ducks Back and H2O Sports and Marine here today to talk to you a little bit about what I did on Lake Ouachita yesterday. Now before I get this video started, I want to urge all of y'all to go out and find Arky, Ducks Back, and H2O on either Facebook or go to their websites at arkyjigs.com, ducksback.com, spelled with an X and a K, and H2O Sports spelled with a Z at the end of it.com. And y'all take a gander at their range of selection from baits, outdoor apparel, and boats. I'm telling y'all, these companies are bar none, and they will not let you down. Now, I've had a lot of high school anglers and a lot of daddies call me up and ask me what I did on Lake Ouachita yesterday to win my tournament. I weighed in almost 11 pounds. I had a really good day out there. And rather than feel like I'm showing favoritism to one group of kids or another, what I decided to do is post this video and let people share it at will. Y'all, it's no secret that I'm a bank burner, and I love throwing baits that stay into that, anywhere from 5 to 10 foot range. So I'm a shallow water fisherman. Yesterday was no different. My bait of choice yesterday was a Rapala DT6 in the crawdad color. Now, y'all, I threw this bait a little in practice and finally caught a few fish. Threw it quite a bit during the BFL tournament and caught a few fish. Whenever I wasn't catching fish on this particular bait here, I was throwing a number 7 Rapala Shad Wrap. You can see it's got the orange belly, really pretty bait. And I caught a lot of fish in practice, but I couldn't make them hit yesterday, and I couldn't make them hit the weekend before. But I got to give props to that Arky 350 red crawl and the Little John MD55 red crawl color. Now, y'all, I'm a crankbait fisherman. I love them, and yesterday was no different. I found a couple of spots that had some chunk rock and a little bit of brush or tops that were laid off in the water in about 6 foot of water. And before that storm got there and the skies got high yesterday, the fish were stacked in there. I fished about 5 coves deep into the lake, all the way back down below the ramp of Crystal Springs. So really and truly, I never left the creek arm of Crystal Springs yesterday. Primarily, the fish that I caught were in the chute or on the south side of the chute on some good chunk bank. Anytime that you find a log or a pine tree that had fallen in the water, you could probably catch one there. I was running at about 6 foot of water, and the bites yesterday were very, very, very light. It almost felt like you were reeling, and then all of a sudden you start dragging a dead limb. So if you feel like you're getting hung, make sure that you pull hard enough to penetrate them hooks through that fish's mouth, because yesterday there were times that I caught fish that I thought I was hung up. If I were a high school angler or a coach or somebody that was dealing with prepping tomorrow or this week for the tournament next weekend, I would make sure too that I wouldn't overlook the islands out in the middle of the lake. Anytime that you find an island that has a good steep bank with a tree that has fallen off in the middle of it, do not hesitate to stop and hit one tree. I know that sounds kind of funny, but do not hesitate. It has a pattern that gets overlooked quite a bit, and I promise you that really one of those crankbaits, 6 to 8 foot of water down through one of those tops could yield a very big bass. Right now, bass are starting to move up, and yes, I know people are still catching them in 20 and 30 foot of water, but bass are starting to move up, and their primary food of choice whenever they get up there on the bank getting ready to spawn is going to be the beautiful, beautiful red crawdad. So y'all make sure that y'all go get you a handful of those baits. Again, arkyjigs.com, the Rapalas and the Spros, all great baits, all work real well. If you get into muddy water for whatever reason, I did catch a few fish on a 3/8 ounce Strike King spinnerbait in the sexy shad color, but those hits were few and far between. So that's what I did. I had a really great day yesterday. The Lord blessed me in more ways than one, because we survived not only fishing yesterday, but we survived that bad weather as well. So I want everybody to just remember that if things get bad and you feel like you're not doing anything, just stop, put your rod down for a minute, say a quick prayer, man, because the Lord will take care of you. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and take my no-sleeve wearing self back inside, take care of my kids, and while I do that, I just urge y'all to get out on the water and keep chunking. We'll see y'all later.